Hello and welcome to the Cape Cod Center for the Arts, a program that celebrates the work of Cape Cod's premier arts and culture nonprofit. Today, as we'll be doing all summer, we're featuring the work at the Cape Playhouse, located on the grounds of the Cape Cod Center for the Arts in historic Dennis, Massachusetts. Before I introduce my guest today, I need to apologize for the lies that I've been feeding you for the last 2 weeks. In the show on Sleuth with Malcolm Getz and Peter Frechette, you might have noticed, if you saw the show, that we spent an entire half hour pretending there were 4 actors in a 2-actor play. So I hope I haven't lost your trust. Thanks for staying with me. Good morning, gentlemen. Thank you for being here.
Good morning.
Oh, thank you.
My guests are Scott Barnhart, Jared Gertner, Will Reynolds, Kevin Vortman, the stars of Forever Plaid, which is running at the Cape Playhouse now through August 1st. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you.
Last night, watching the 4 of you, it was one of the most endearing performances that I've ever seen at the Cape Playhouse. And what struck me about the way you handled these 4 men is that you respect all of them. Forever Plaid has the danger that you can step over into derision of those characters. But all 4 of you bring an incredible sweetness to what you do with the guys. What is it like for you returning to Smudge? Because I know your bio says Kevin slipped on the Smudge glasses again.
I've done the show a couple times for another one of the original cast members, like our director Mark. So I knew all the staging and stuff beforehand, and what you just touched on is really important. These are people that are absolutely sincere, and they have qualities that are funny, but you can't play into that. They're unaware that it's humorous, that they have certain ailments. And knowing that Mark takes the same approach to the show that the previous director that I worked with had drew me to doing the show again, because it can be dangerous when it's all like yuck, 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 because then it's not endearing at all. And I think that when you take the approach of sincerity to the characters, it's so comfortable to live in them, for an hour and a half each performance.
And they're from a different time, they were from a time when it was okay to be kind and sincere and optimistic and hopeful, and now people are a bit more jaded, a bit more dark, a bit more wry, and so it's sort of refreshing, to just go up there and just be like, really happy with every moment you're in. You really get to enjoy that.
And you're also young. The friend that I was with last night was about the same age as myself, so I was 4 when you were all tragically killed by a school bus.
Did you go to the funeral?
And so I remembered the Ed Sullivan show, but Anne leaned over to me and she said, when you're with them tomorrow, do they know Ed Sullivan? They're all so young. Did you get a lot of the references, or did you have to do any research to get?
You too.
I think Ed Sullivan is something that's still pretty universal, even if we didn't live through it. I mean, I know my own musical theater junkiness, because they released that VHS tapes of like all the musical theater performances that Ed Sullivan used to host. So I've always kind of grown up with a little bit of Ed Sullivan in my life.
I think a lot of the things, like I knew Topo Gigio, and there are different things, and then some things you don't, and you go on. YouTube's incredible. You can find almost anything on there. So.
You will be bringing a lot of people together on the Cape for the next 2 weeks, I'm sure of it. Please do not miss Forever Plaid at the Cape Playhouse running through August 1st. Thanks for joining us, and see you again soon.